Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We are here for another episode of Transfer Talk, and boy, have we got plenty in store for you today. 6 subjects, 3 or 4 clubs involved, 4 English clubs involved. But what are we going to be talking about? Before we do all of that, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you're watching this on Twitter, come join us on YouTube. Get involved in the comments, but most importantly, like that video, subscribe to the channel. On 315, a special panel, a special show, Q&A with me and some of the old panel, some of the new panel at 500 subscribers, and a shirt giveaway at 1,000. We're not, well, we're a bit of a distance away, but we can hit that with your help. But what are we going to be talking about today? Before we do that, Kenny saying hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sancho is coming. Kenny is very excited about Sancho. But we're going to be talking about Arsenal. Arsenal's fucking Kounde, which I think that is I can assure you I did not get that off Comedy Central. I can assure you that is a legit thing. Yeah, that's legit. That is legit. Chelsea won Harry Kane. Now this makes more sense. That does make more sense. Sancho, of course, there's Sancho update as there always is. First Trippier bid has been rejected by Atletico Madrid, according to some sources, and I can assure you they're not the ketchup or the brown sauce. Chelsea make Hakimi bid, looking in the region of £60 million. And could Dele be on his way out of Spurs, heading to PSG with Mauricio Pochettino? It's 10 o'clock. It's Transfer Talk. Here we go.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Kenny saying I'm eating a cucumber right now. Nearly choked on it with that Arsenal thing. Big up to DJ Sav in the chat. Kenny, stop chewing gum. I hear that. I hear that. let's start with Arsenal, shall we? Arsenal are tracking. I can't say this with a straight face. Arsenal are tracking £47 million rated Sevilla defender Jules Kounde, but the Frenchman would rather move to Chelsea instead. No shit, Sherlock. Of course he wants to go to Chelsea above Arsenal. Have you seen Arsenal? Have you seen Arsenal? I'd rather go to fucking West Ham over there. Like, you're not getting Kounde. You are not getting Kounde. If you can't even get Emi Buendia above Aston Villa, you're not getting Kounde. That is for fucking sure. If you're lucky, I don't know who you'll get. I don't know, but it won't be Kounde. That's according to The Athletic. Where the hell did they pluck that one from? Now, they went to their kitchen cupboard for their ketchup, and that is their sauce. On to more serious business, because if Arsenal get Kounde, I quit. Chelsea are insistent on signing Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane. That is according to Di Marzio. Obviously, I mean, you have Haaland that they really want to get. Could they get Kounde? They probably, not Kounde, Harry Kane. Yeah, I think they could. Is it going to be an easy one? Of course it's not. It's Daniel Levy. Negotiating with Daniel Levy is like trying to get out of detention when you were a kid. Virtually impossible unless you just didn't turn up. But if you were trying to do it the right way, getting Harry Kane off Daniel Levy is like trying to get out of detention at school. Impossible. But will they be able to pull it off? To be honest, I'd probably just go get Kane. Not Kane, Haaland. Just go get Haaland. Sky in Germany reporter Jesko von Eichmann believes Man U will pay the necessary money to sign Jadon Sancho from Dortmund this summer. That is according to Sky. Also from the Muppeteers, seems like we might have a final number for Sancho. That doesn't mean the deal is done. We still have to agree on structure and agent fees, but seems we are at least at the same stage as we were last season before Joel Glazer vetoed it. Before anyone asks, we don't anticipate Joel vetoing it this year for numerous reasons. Two of them being the fee is way lower than last year, and he wants to make amends for dumb Super League antics and prove effectiveness of the new club structure. There is no new club structure, but yeah, I hear that. Some comments here. Kounde laughing my ass off. They're a bit optimistic. They are just a little bit. Tottenham, Chelsea, you're gonna win trophies. At Arsenal, you're gonna be laughing stock at club. Tottenham getting Fonseca as their new manager. Hilarious. A guy that makes 6 changes in their game for Roma and got a fine. He also got them disqualified. If they had won that game, they'd have been disqualified anyway. What the fuck's happened to North London? What has happened to North London? It gets more incompetent any day. Every day. Tried to find a West Ham one today. Not much though. Manchester manager not match. Damn typo out. It's like my words trying to get out of my mouth, DJ. It's okay. Neither are working too well today. Fonseca is the right appointment for Levy, as Levy wants a soft teddy bear he can manage. Well, yeah. Haaland isn't for sale. What? Do you have inside sources? As if you do, let me know. Fonseca is pretty good, DJ. He did an incredible with a shit Shakhtar squad. I mean, to be honest, they dominate that league anyway, so they should do well. Fonseca going to get Spurs relegated. Chelsea is delusional as well. They think they have a chance at Haaland. Well, I mean, who else? I mean, Chelsea do have a very, very good chance of getting Haaland. Very good chance. Hello, big up to Dylan. Shakhtar win the Pub League every year. Yes, imagine Champions League winners thinking they could sign a top player. Them first 3 words of the video title now make me giggle. They make me giggle as well, don't you worry. Thank God I live in South. Chelsea want Kane more than Haaland now. Thought I sent it to you. Must have not. You have. But look, it's not unusual for a top club to have multiple people that they want. So if you can't get Kane, well, you go get Haaland. He might be the fullback. Or if you don't want, if you want Haaland, you can't get him. You get Kane. Top clubs, especially European winners, they have a really good day. Look, it's Kane and Haaland. One of them is going to be Chelsea's top target. The other one is going to be target too. I do believe that. Yes, I do have sources. Do you? Are they reliable sources though? Are they reliable? Brighton Mustafa. One day it's Haaland, the next day it's Kane. It is a bit mad. Chelsea will get another Kane, will get neither Kane nor Haaland. Kenny versus Gabby is going to be good. Yes, that is tomorrow, 9 p.m. Kenny versus Gabby. I mean, Jesus. Chelsea will get Lukaku. They might do. They might do. I have sources as well. My sources told me Nile is 100% a goat. Here we go. Love it. West Ham going back in for collect a car. And could get him for around 50 million. I swear it was in Liverpool. I swear he was. Lukaku has literally said he wants to stay at Inter. Don't believe everything you read in the paper. Didn't Tevez say he wanted to stay at United and went to join City? Something like that. I don't think Chelsea will sign either due to the fact that one of them will go to City or Madrid and the other will stay where they are. I mean, if you think Madrid have got the money to go buy Haaland or Kane, you are on a completely different planet. And why can't Chelsea get them? I mean, it's not like they don't have money. I'm sure Roman Abramovich has an idea. Roman's priority is Haaland more than Kane if he makes a crazy bid for him. City will most likely get Kane. Haaland will stay at Dortmund. No evidence to suggest that. Yeah, Kane may well go to Manchester City, but if Chelsea walk up to Dortmund with 150 million, I don't think that's going to get rejected. At least if most of it's up front, which with Roman Abramovich, he'll be right a check, isn't it? I'm going to easily beat Gabby. Gabby, that annoying prat on the starting XI. I've no idea. It's going to be an interesting one, though. It's going to be an interesting one. City aren't in for Haaland, only Kane. Plus, that's against City's transfer policy. Madrid are in so much debt. Madrid is so bad. So is Barcelona. I mean, it's why Madrid can't get Mbappe. I think they want him to run down his contract so they can try and get him for free. I mean, what is it with these big clubs letting their best players go on for free? Manchester United have had an opening bid of around £10 million rejected for Kane and Trippier. Well, duh. It was reported around 15 to 20. You put in, of course, that was rejected. Probably testing the water. Are Chelsea or City really that attractive a proposition? Players prefer to play in the glamorous sunny location like Madrid or Spain, Madrid or Barcelona. Wow. No. So basically, they've just won the Champions League. These top players like to challenge themselves at the best league in the world, which is the Premier League. Yes. I mean, Kai Havertz is over here. Ronaldo went to Manchester, and Manchester is a shithole. So, I mean, you got that. I mean, De Bruyne, he plays in Manchester. Aguero played in Manchester. There's been many. There's been so many players. So, yes, they really are an attractive proposition. I'd say so. Now isn't pay-per-view. 10 fucking million. Yeah, it's something like that. We just won the Champions League. What do you mean, are we an attractive proposition? I hear that. London and Manchester, great cities, but not glamorous for the lifestyle. Yeah. But Ronaldo went from Portugal to Manchester. De Bruyne went from Germany to Manchester. Aguero went from wherever he was to Manchester. They will look. They are an attractive proposition. Any Premier League club is. Have you been to East London? Clear of Madrid or Barcelona? Sunshine or trophies? Hard one. It is. That is a fair point. That is a very fair point. Come on. When did any English club ever attract a Galactico? I mean. Yeah, I'm trying to think now. I mean, but now Ronaldo's more made. It's an interesting one, though. It's an interesting one. That's probably a late night one. Aguero probably. Aguero was Galactica. It was well. A really good one. Thiago Silva, you could potentially say. I mean, it is the best league. I mean, Chelsea have just won Champions League, so they must have good players. Havertz, don't make me laugh. He's generational, though. So, Ronaldo got better when he went to Spain. Well, yeah, Ronaldo was a lifetime-long Real Madrid fan, I think. Made sense for him to go there. City and Chelsea are like the... Hello, no skirts. Wow, that's brutal. Brutal there. Aguero is Barcelona now. Yeah, after spending like 10 odd years in Manchester, which is why Messi never came to a Prem. Now, Messi was afraid he'd get his legs hacked off. Then me versus Messi. Messi's going to get chopped in half. Big up to RJ. 10 million is mockery of Trippier's ability. None of these were Galactico level when they came to the EPL. I mean, you could say that. I mean, define a Galactico. Define a Galactico, because I don't really know of many. I mean, the Galacticos you think, Messi, obviously Ronaldo, but define what you mean by Galactico. Define what you mean by Galactico. Chelsea won the Champions League in how long? That compares to Madrid or Barcelona. They won it in 9 years. When was the last time Barcelona won it? I mean, I know Real Madrid won it 3 times on a bounce, but when did the last time Barcelona lift it? Honestly, I can't remember. Sancho is in the final stages, which I'm happy about. They became Galacticos after a time in the EPL. Apparently, Liverpool going to raid Italy, like looks fit. Pellegrini, Locatelli, Borrelli. Been linked with. I'm ready to quit Twitter at this point. See more bollocks on Twitter than on Camel. Guerrero is now damaged goods. Well, he's not damaged good. He's just old. You know, that thing in life where every year you have a birthday and it gets you a bit older. Barcelona won it in 2015. So 6 years. Do you see him winning it? Do you see Barcelona winning it in the next 3 or 4 years? Because I don't. I really, really don't. Pessi would never have hacked it on a wet Tuesday night in Stoke. Yeah, damn right he couldn't. He would have got destroyed by Ben Mee. Ronaldo literally went to an English club, you numpty. Madrid won it 4 times in 5 years. I did mention that. Messi has had less Premier League goals than Yarmolenko. He's finished. Loving it, loving it. Tried to give him a chance. Or did you project Chelsea or City to even reach the final this year? Of course, Barcelona could win it. Actually, when Tuchel took charge, so I think after about Ross would have remembered. I said it on stream. I think it was maybe a month or 2 after he was appointed. I said this guy can win the Champions League because of the way that he plays, because his style is so suited to cup football. I did say that he would win it. I did say Chelsea could win it. Well, I predicted Chelsea to win. I did, to be fair, as well. The Champions League is a lottery, but it's really not. It's about the best team win it. The best team do win it. City and Chelsea only there because of the money. What are Real Madrid there for then? What? So when Real Madrid spent £80 million on Ronaldo, men spent all that money on Gareth Bale, right? What was that for? What was that? Did they pay that with biscuits? I'm asking a curious question. Did Real Madrid pay that fee in biscuits? Because if they didn't pay it in biscuits, then you have to assume that they paid with money. They either paid with rich tea biscuits or they paid with cold hard cash. One of the two. Real Madrid built history over a century and a half and more. But what was that based on? Money. Football, unfortunately, it's all about money. Real Madrid are only there because of the Spanish royal family. They have got them out a fair few times. But Chelsea are in direct contact with Hakimi's camp into 180 million euros to sell him on a permanent deal. PSG offered 60 million. They're still pushing to reach an agreement. Chelsea are also open to offer players as part of the deal. Obviously, I'll just explain that in PSG are looking to get Hakimi. And the last one, before I put the link into the chat, Mauricio Pochettino strongly wants Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Dele Alli. He was close to joining PSG in the January transfer window. That is from Fabrizio Romano. Do you think that one would be a good one? Do you think that one will be a very good one? Because let's be honest, I think it could be for them. I do think it could be a good signing for them. So yeah, City, Chelsea, PSG for the money they have spent aren't dominating either of their leagues or abroad. I mean, domestically, City have won quite a bit. PSG have dominated their leagues. Interesting. Nottingham Forest have a lot of history, don't make them any good now. The old guard of Madrid, Barca, Bayern will reign strong for years. You say that, but did any of them reach a semi-final this year? Well, actually, did any of them reach the final this year? Two of them got knocked out in the quarters. One of them got knocked out by an English club. You say unattractive, I call them an English club. The French league is flat. I agree. The year before, won by Munich against PSG, which I thought was quite good. Who won La Liga this year? I'm asking for a friend. Who won La Liga? Was it Atletico Madrid? No idea. Chat. I have put the link into the chat if any of you want to come on and have your say. UEFA hates English. Is that why they paid them to jump out of the Super League? I mean, UEFA must really hate the English if they're paying them to jump out of the Super League, which is fair point. UEFA prefers Bayern and Barca. We know that, but guess what? That's what done them nothing. Real Madrid are steeped in no money. Barcelona are fucked. It's an interesting one. It certainly is an interesting one. If you were offered Chelsea and Real Barca, you'd take Chelsea. I would agree. Atletico should have won it twice already. UEFA and FIFA hates the English. Think otherwise, you're deluded. How many times have England hosted major tournaments? Look, I know England don't. I know UEFA don't like us, but guess what? We still do quite well without them. But we've got Kenny and Dylan is just sorting out some devices. But Kenny, obviously your house is on fire again. What do you want to talk about?
What do I want to talk about? First of all, before I go into Sancho, I want to talk about this. What Sweet Watermelon's coming about Haaland, about Real and Barcelona. First of all, this is nothing against you. I actually like how you're bringing these debates. I actually like it gets the chat popping. But Real Madrid and Barcelona are not attractive right now. Because Real Madrid finished second in... Real Madrid are in a much better state than Barcelona, but they're still both in massive declines. First of all, I'm going to take Real Madrid. Of course, Real Madrid, 5 points clear of Barcelona in La Liga, but second place to Atletico Madrid, who won the league, by the way. Real Madrid are in a massive decline because why do they start the Super League? Money. Why they need money. They can't. They're having to offload a lot of players in the summer as well. They badly need money, and Perez is not a good president to get you that much to really help them in that case. And so Real Madrid aren't attractive because I don't see them winning La Liga or winning any Champions Leagues in the future. See you in a bit, Dylan, in 2 minutes. And then as for Barcelona, they were even further behind Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. They were, I think, Barcelona were like 9 points away from Atletico or something like that. But it was crazy. Barcelona in an even worse state because right now they're having to deal with the adjustments that our Porter's back. They have to. First of all, before you even get any transfers in, they have to manage to pay the money to. Well, I think it's UEFA La Liga or something to not end up like Bury, and they will. They are like Bury. Trust me, lads. Don't worry. You are going to pay.
Well, I mean, the best bit is they've had to sack Zinedine Zidane and bring in Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah, Carlo Ancelotti is finished. Let's be honest.
What an appointment! What an appointment! Sacking Zidane for and why and I mean, look at what Zidane has come out and said about the owners of Real Madrid or the president, whoever the hell it is. It's not about the one season. It's about the fact that for me, you've got an aging squad at Real Madrid, which is true. Varane might be more tempted, and you talk about Galacticos, if Manchester United land Rafael Varane for the 40 million that I think it would be.
30 million. 30. It's 30 to 40.
Yeah, 30 to 40 then. If they achieve that, then then Madrid are even more in the mud. I mean, they really are for me. It's an aging squad. How long's Benzema got left in his legs? I mean,
Barcelona have to offload players. They have to offload players, and they won't have enough money because they'll have to pay some money to, I think it's La Liga or someone, because they have to avoid going into administration, so they'll have to pay some money, which obviously they will pay. But that'll get them. They're already limited on money, so that'll get them even more down. Messi might be leaving. Barcelona are in such a bad position. Real Madrid are in an awful position too, and Barcelona are in an even worse position. Like Barcelona, they're gonna lose all the young players. All the young players are getting offloaded to get some money in. They're gonna have to pay to avoid administration. They're gonna get even less money in, so they won't be able to get that many transfers. Barcelona will need to pray that they get top 4 next season, or even top 6. Barcelona are not attractive at all. I don't believe they are attractive. And neither are Real Madrid. Both of those clubs, not attractive. And Ronald Koeman and Carlo Ancelotti. Ronald Koeman got sacked with an Everton side. And he was 8. No, actually, no, he wasn't 18th. He was bottom when he got sacked by Everton. Bottom with Everton. Carlo Ancelotti 10th was actually a really good squad with Everton that should have got much higher. You bottle it towards the end. So both managers are finished, and yet they're both in awful positions. And Chelsea have just won the Champions League and are building a good squad and are one of the favourites to win the league next season. Like way more attractive than Real Madrid and Barcelona. Even a load of sides. I can name a load of sides who are more attractive than Real and Barcelona, to be honest, because they're not attractive anymore, in my opinion. I think even Sevilla in La Liga are more attractive than them.
I hear that. Dylan, what do you want to talk about?
You're right, lads. Good pleasure to be on. But I agree with Kenny. I don't see Barcelona winning it for 5 to 10 years. The Champions League. The signings they're making, the signing. It's like a retirement home. They're signing Aguero, Pjanic. And I agree. I don't, I'd rather, if I was Kane, I'd rather join City and Chelsea than Barcelona. So yeah, I fully agree with Kenny on that one.
I agree, and I mean the interesting bit isn't it PSG that managed to hijack the Gini Wijnaldum deal?
Yep.
You can't even get 3 players done anymore. But DJ, what do you want to talk about? I mean, I don't think anyone barring Madrid has dominated, but it doesn't mean English clubs aren't attractive. I mean, I suggest you watch the English league because I'm not going to lie, I think a few League One clubs might give a couple of your clubs in La Liga a run for their money. Because we certainly do in the FA Cup over here for the Premier League clubs. But yeah, DJ, what do you want to talk about?
Nah, everything you just said there. Big up, by the way, everyone. Thanks for having me again now. Yeah.
Nice.
Again, what Kenny's just said is actually true, and then obviously Dylan's followed it through. I mean, I think we've proved this season we've beaten Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid to obviously to go on to win the Champions League this year. So for me, I mean, yeah, they're still attractive clubs. I mean, obviously this is Madrid and Barcelona we're talking about, but for what's going on, from all the financial issues that's going on about those football clubs, it's very hard to actually see them. I mean, they're still a good attraction to get players at, but the way things are now, the finances there, I mean, I really don't know how players at this moment in time will think it's the right move for them. I mean, I know people are saying Haaland may wait on Real Madrid or Barcelona next season. He possibly might do. And we don't know where Real Madrid and Barcelona are going to be next season, do we? So, yeah, it's an interesting discussion, that is. It really is, but I still think the clubs in England are still attractive for a lot of these football players to come through, and I think you'll see a lot of them come this season. A lot of them will be coming to the Premiership this year. Personally, my honest opinion is.
I mean, if let's say United get Varane and Sancho, and Chelsea pick up Haaland, and maybe next year this could be a bit mad. But Liverpool pick up Mbappe. Does that mean that the other leagues are a bit in the mud?
It kind of like shows that the power is shifting, doesn't it? Because usually those kind of players you've just said are kind of like would be Real Madrid, Barcelona, BAM, wouldn't they, generally? But if they all come into the Premiership, I mean, listen, for me personally, I think even next season, right, the Champions, for both competitions, the Champions League and the Europa, I still think that the English clubs will probably dominate those leagues again next season. I really do. Yeah. I really think that they will do. So, again, it's a bit of an interesting one, that is. But like I said, a lot of the top players will probably want to usually would go to Barcelona or Real Madrid, but a lot of them will probably end up moving to the Prem next season, or even Bayern Munich, if they can afford to get them.
Yeah, I hear that. Rather than racist booing black players, look. We do have a racial problem in England, not on this channel, because they wouldn't last 5 seconds on this channel without being blocked and then exposed. I mean, go look at half our streams we've done. We're very much on the side of, well, we're dead against it. But saying that, I'm pretty sure Spain have an issue of racism. I'm pretty sure every other country in the world has a problem with racism. We're seeing Ireland went and took the knee, and they were absolutely done for by I think it was Hungary. They were booed, jeered, the lot. That it was a hostile atmosphere for these players. So look, you can accuse English fans of a lot of things, delusional probably being one of them, but you can never ever accuse. Especially on this channel, you certainly can't accuse people of being racist, because, as I said, they wouldn't last 5 seconds on this channel in any way, shape, or form. As everyone knows, I'd be kicking them out quite quickly. Dodge my question. Yeah. How many Betway Cups do Real Madrid have? I mean. The Betway Cup is almost is that more or less attractive than the Audi Cup? I like to get my facts right, you know.
Well, you know though, Real Madrid have no Premier Leagues, Carabao Cups, or FA Cups. Like, we're just clear, man. We're so clear, ain't it, Dylan? We're so clear of your idea.
So clear.
I mean, that is certainly a way of looking at it. Let's talk about a club that is the laughing stock of the Premier League right now. That's Arsenal. They're tracking Kounde. Now,
don't get me started.
You can track Kounde as much as you like, and you can apply a tracking device to his ass if you want. But that man is not going to go. Wait, he may well go to London, but I can absolutely hand on heart. In fact, I'll bet you my house on it that he is definitely not going to walk into North London. I mean, Kenny, start me off on this one. I mean, they can track Kounde all they like, right?
I mean, Arsenal in for Kounde. I wonder, will Kounde choose Chelsea, who could be Premier League winners next season, favourites for the Premier League, actually, according to the bookies, and also Champions League winners, don't forget. Or should I choose Arsenal in 8th place with no European competition next season, declining massively? Could be indications genuinely say they could be in a relegation battle next season, which is crazy. For Arsenal, this is, and also Europa League semi-finalists. Wow, amazing! Europa League finalists was even bad for us. Oh my god, Arsenal. Who would choose Arsenal over? Who would even choose Arsenal over Villa? Who would even choose Arsenal over Aston Villa? Who would choose Arsenal over Leeds United?
It's certainly crazy, and I mean, I think I'm gonna have to try and find Leicester fans because I may have to boot the Arsenal lot off because we only really cover the big four, and I mean, I would cover Man City, but they have no fans. Although I have found a load of them on Twitter now. So
they're going for you, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned their golden boy and their dodgy haircut, and Jesus Christ, it's like they're coming for my family. Although my dad's a Spurs fan and my mum's a United fan, so both are in the mud right now. But Dylan, what do you make of Arsenal tracking Kounde?
I mean, I don't really need to say more than what Kenny has said. I mean, there's hundreds of clubs in the world that he'd choose over Arsenal at the minute, and
A million.
I know United do this a lot, but they keep talking about the history that targets players anymore. But it's not like that anymore for Arsenal, I don't think, because there's so many other teams, especially in the Premier League. I can name like half of the teams that would rather join, than Arsenal. So yeah, it's not going to happen. So we can just move on from that one.
I choose Manchester University, the club over Arsenal.
I mean, I Arsenal are so far in the mud, it's unreal. But do make sure that you are pressing that like button. Do make sure you are doing that because, as I said, it does really help us doing that. And make sure you're sharing the stream on all your socials as well. As I say, at 500 subscribers, got a special stream Q&A with me and some of the panel. At 1,000 subscribers, mystery shirt giveaway or shirt of your choice, whatever you want it to be. And yeah, make sure you do that. The EPL never attracted a true Galactico until they were way over the hill.
Like Watermelon, if you're this passionate, you can come on, and explain yourself.
I mean, DJ, can you name me a Galactico that the Premier League have signed?
I said the Swedish player that Manchester United had briefly. He's
Henrik
Milan now. No, not
Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic, yeah. Isn't he a Galactico?
Like established superstars.
It was a bit older, wasn't he? It was a bit old when he joined.
They're established superstars. Like Zlatan.
I mean, you could say him. I mean,
you could say Pogba.
Yeah, there you go, Pogba. Paul Pogba. Yeah, how did I forget Paul Pogba?
And you said Aguero earlier on as well, didn't you? Because he came as well, didn't he? I know he didn't win, but he
was a Glasgow, wasn't he? Yes, Paul Pogba. There you go. There's my answer. Paul Pogba. So yeah, Watermelon, Paul Pogba. What are you gonna say about Paul Pogba? Moved from Turin to Manchester.
Watermelon, join the transfer talk. There's a pinned comment if you wanna.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna join in, that is not a problem. But yeah, I mean, it is mad. But DJ, Kounde, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Good move for him.
I don't think that will be happening in. I mean, Kenny's just literally killed it. I mean, from what you were saying about him. I'm surprised actually Arsenal actually gone in for him. I can understand why. But nah, I mean, I'm not thinking I'm a Chelsea fan yet, but even if I wasn't a Chelsea fan, I'd still say if you're going to go choice between a club that's just won the Champions League, okay, we finished fourth in the league as well. I mean, who are you going to more likely choose? Playing under Thomas Tuchel as your manager, you're more likely going to go to Chelsea, aren't you, more than Arsenal? Unfortunately, Arsenal at this moment in time, I have to say at this moment in time for Arsenal, they're kind of like sinking at the moment, aren't they? They're like a sinking ship. I don't know what's going to happen to them next season. A lot of people are saying they might be fighting and they're going to be fighting bottom half of the table. I don't believe that. I still think they've got good players in their team not to get to that stage. But it'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting situation.
Could you imagine?
Imagine
Arsenal fans have been gunning for me, and I've been saving it all up, and I've been very polite, even when they've called me a clapped cunt. I will be coming for absolutely every single one of you. If you are in a relegation fight, I will be so coming for you. You may want to quit social media.
Imagine.
Also, I just want to address some comments here. Right, I just want to address some comments. Pogba is shit. He's that shit. The Real Madrid, Juventus, Barcelona are all wanting his signature. England and the UK is a broken society. People don't want to come. Let's not turn this political. MLS will be bigger in 15 years. You got more chance of me going on a committed relationship, Mason Greenwood, at this rate. Ouch. Even your most successful club, Liverpool, is a dump.
This guy really don't like England, does he?
They literally won a Champions League recently.
Most successful.
Actually, I've got an interesting stat for you. Over the last 3 years, how many all English finals we had in the Champions League final? 2. You had Liverpool, Spurs, and you've had City and Chelsea. So 2.
How many have we even had with Real Madrid?
We also had an all English final in the Europa League with Chelsea and Arsenal. So yeah,
you had one Spanish team in both Europa and Champions League.
When was the last time that the Spanish had an all? When was the last time the Spanish had an all English final?
Madrid Atletico won it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one
about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to go back than that, the one between Chelsea and Manchester United, 2008.
One of the greatest finals.
Champions League final.
Was 20.
Should have happened next year as well.
2014. I think, actually, 2016 was when Real Madrid beat Atletico. So that's 5 years. Yes.
Why are you accusing typical racists can't handle criticism of your society? Look, trust me, we are more than aware that the UK have got a system, and can't even get the word out of my mouth. We've got a problem, but every country has that. I'm from Canada. MLS will never.
That's a warning, Watermelon, by the way.
Like our country will get out. Trust me, I don't like my country. My country is a shithole. Like, literally. Our football, though, beautiful. Now, I'm telling you that this isn't the place to talk shit about other people's countries. It's a place to discuss football. This is true. You want to live somewhere nice, Liverpool, or Manchester, or London, in nice. Come Plymouth, then. Come Plymouth. Plymouth is beautiful ocean city. We have a lovely view of the ocean. It's actually quite hot. I mean, I've had to have my fan on all day. My window is wide open. Get lovely weather down there. I mean, it's not too far from France. It's close to the equator. So what you mean is you mean all the Galacticos need to come to Plymouth Argyle. I hear you. I'll make sure that message is passed. Calling our country a broken society and a dump has nothing to do with football. Apart from your stadium was set on fire. Make football arguments, Watermelon. I hear that, but the point stands. Yo, no, mate. Big up, Liam. How you doing? Liam, obviously a fellow Janner. Liam, Watermelon has just suggested that Liverpool, Manchester, and London are all shitholes, and that all the Glatzkos need to come join us, mate. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Monaco is a nice.
Don't get
Monaco is a nice place to live. Don't make it a more attractive club than Liverpool. And that is true. The entire world is broken society. I mean, you could definitely say that. I mean, I'm not turning this political, but pretty sure that America have just had Donald Trump for the last 4 years, and you can hardly say that he was,
I guess Hillary Clinton, they both were awful.
Big up to man.
Joe Biden is also going to...
We're not making this political. I was just merely making a point. Love to see it. Liam's buzzing now. Liam, what that means is Mbappe is on his way to our goal, mate. That is how I see it. But DJ, I've got a question for you. Which striker should you get? Kane or Haaland? Which one do you think you should go get?
To be honest with you, when this whole situation started, when we were going to go striker, my option was always Erling Haaland. I don't know, that's just because he's younger. We've seen this guy, he's finishing is absolutely. I mean, Kane is the same. I mean, both are great strikers, but I think the only time I'll probably take Harry Kane over Haaland is because of his experience in the Premiership. But other than that, and obviously what he's done, but Haaland for me has always been my preferred choice, and I probably would say Erling Haaland, only because he's younger. He's going to go on for quite some time, and then he's not very injury prone either. And we can build something around him with the players we've got with us in our team. All those chances Werner was missing, for example, he'll be putting into the back of the net.
I hear that. I do hear that. Liam saying, by the way, now play the full outro when you end it, not stop it when it ends or something. I try to press it to end so that obviously you don't see us again after the outro. I will try and delay it a little bit longer. I will try my best for you. Oh, then we would go to a Premier if we ever got him. Yeah, he'll arrive next year because apparently it's all sunny. It's all sunny places and lovely locations, and Plymouth ain't that bad. We'll take them down to the Hoe and they can have some fish and chips. Not a literal hoe, the Hoe. We call it the Hoe. It's not an actual hoe. Although I feel like Trent would probably like that. But let's talk. Let's talk before we wrap this up. Dele to PSG. Kenny, start me off on this. Do you think Dele should go to PSG? Do you think that's a good move for him?
I mean, it's definitely a good move for him, of course. I don't really know the PSG central attacking midfielder, so if someone can inform me of that, I'd be highly grateful. But I think it would be a good move for him because of course
or is he the DM?
Verratti's a central midfielder.
Yeah, he's not a central attacker.
Central. Yeah.
He's a central. He's a normal central.
He's more defensive than attacking.
Yeah.
I think it's like Sarabia.
He can.
I think it's like Sarabia or someone else. But I think Dele Alli would be a great move for him because he's his old manager. And his old manager, of course, his old manager influenced him and he had his best season. And he needs some game time as well. I can't really name the PSG camp, so he could, if he got a good run of form, could possibly get over the PSG camp, whoever it is. And yeah, I mean, he's a great move for him because it's his old manager, and his old manager is willing to give him more chances than Mourinho did. I mean, I remember that little spell he went on with Mourinho. You remember that where he started scoring other goals? Do you remember it? That little spell. I think we could see that more at PSG. I mean, and it is also a good league for him to go to because it's got worse side. No offense to the Ligue 1, but the Premier League is probably better. It is probably the worst side. What I say, it's tied with La Liga in terms of actual quality of the sides. I think I think it's better than La Liga. I think it's the fourth best league in terms of the quality of the sides in the whole world. But yeah, I think he would do really well there just because it's his old manager. It's new surroundings, and he can actually get a good. If he gets in a good run form, he can earn his place in the starting 11. And PSG, no matter what you say, that every year they're always one of the teams who are favourites for the Champions League because they've never won it, but they have a great squad and they will be favourites and he could help them. I think we will. I think it'll be quite good for PSG. I think it'll be very good for PSG. I think that run of form we did go on at Spurs when Mourinho first came, scoring goals for fun. I think we'll see that much more at PSG. Well, that's just my opinion.
No, everyone's timed out watermelon. I hear that. Lads, stop timing each other out. They're not Liam. They're getting rid of it because we've got multiple mods on this channel now. We've got everyone, so when everyone sees it, they're going for him. Yeah, well, he accused Russ of being a racist. He could have been one of the greats for England, but he was a waste of talent at Spurs. Most of those Spurs players need to leave. I see Kane going. Ali, surprise Son isn't at the door. I hear that. But Dylan, what about you? Do you see Dele Alli going to PSG? I mean, would that be a good move for him?
I mean, I don't know if the move will go through, but for him, there's so many pros from that move. I mean, first of all, the wages. We know they're going to be very high. Former boss, of course, Mauricio Pochettino, so we have a good relationship. And also, PSG haven't got that many good cams, so I think he can excel in that team. They've got Sarabia and Julian Draxler from Germany. I don't think, there's a little competition, and he could try and get his England career back on track. I know it's quite unlikely, but you've got to give it a go. We could do a Jesse Lingard. So yeah, I agree with Kenny on that one.
Yeah, no, I think he does need to get his career back under track. I mean, he had that issue with Mourinho, didn't he? And I mean, Poch liked him. I mean, Poch really liked him. So, I mean, you could see a revival. I definitely think he'll do quite well, especially if PSG can keep Mbappe and Neymar. I think that just adds to that attack, doesn't it? But what about you, DJ? Do you see Dele Alli going to PSG to save his career?
Yeah, I can actually see that deal actually materialising, to be honest with you. As both Dylan and Kenny have both said as well. Obviously, former manager. For him, it's good for him to get his England career back on track again. He's a good player. We know he's a great talent. I just think Tottenham just wasted him under Mourinho, to be honest with you. I thought he'd actually be out the door in January last year, to be fair, when this all was going on, but it never happened for him. But yeah, I can see it actually happening. But the funny thing of all is, guys. I mean, I was reading on a tweet the other day. I think someone was spamming it, but apparently Jose Mourinho wanted to take him to Roma, which I found so hilarious because he's even playing at Tottenham, and yet he wants him at Roma. So how much of that was true, I don't know. But for him in general,
Jose wants. He
wanted to take. He wanted to take him to Roma. Yeah, I think someone was just spamming. It must have been one of them.
I was just about to say. I feel like Jose's probably going to laugh at him and go, no.
That's what I'm trying to say. I think it was one of those ones. That's what I'm trying to say. It was one of those kind of like ones. But yeah. But him to go to PSG, yeah, I think that would be a good move for him for sure.
And as we've alluded to, back to a manager he loves, he cares for, have a good relationship. He really does need to, and we could see a thing of Jesse Lingard. Dele Alli didn't even make the England squad. That's a shame. He's been so poor. But Aaron, what do you want to talk about?
By the way, so I think someone's got the mic on that's playing feedback. So I think it might be this Dylan guy. I'm not too sure, but
no, it's definitely not Dylan because it'll pop up as him talking. I have no idea. It's not there.
There we go.
It's definitely not Dylan.
But yeah, I think that it's difficult to be honest because like on the Tottenham stuff, like. He's got a sort of 50-50% ratio at sort of Roma. He's not been, fantastic.
We're saving that one for tomorrow. I'm waiting for that to be released. Dele to PSG. Trippier bid rejected. Chelsea Hakimi bid. Sancho update. Kane and Chelsea and Arsenal tracking Kounde.
Well, I'll put the Arsenal one to bed straight away. Arsenal aren't good enough to get Kounde, so they can piss off. Who rejected the Trippier bid?
Atletico.
Who bid for Trippier?
Oh, United.
Fair enough.
10 million.
10 million.
10 million.
Jesus Christ. I think Man United are probably going to improve that bid. I'm under no illusion they're going to improve that bid.
Kenny.
And I think that they'll put in a better offer, but it's just a case of how better they're going to make it. In terms of Chelsea and Hakimi, look, I think that imagine if Chelsea get Hakimi, they bring in Haaland, and they bring in a centre midfielder as well. I mean, Chelsea Football Club could literally walk the league next season, and that's not even City might be included in that, but bloody hell, they could end up walking the league next season, honestly, because they've got a great manager. They've got an owner who, yes, got them into the Super League stuff, but he's actually investing in the squad because he wants to win trophies. So he's kind of, I think Abramovich and the man.
Cheers for coming on, Dylan. Catch you in a bit. It was great having you on. You spoke very well.
Yeah, well done, Dylan. I think that Chelsea and Man City have owners that even though they put them in the Super League, they actually care enough to win them trophies. So those two are the only ones in England that are kind of forgiven from this, which is quite unforgivable, which is quite weird to say. But those are the two clubs that you sort of think, well, they're kind of forgiven because they're winning trophies. So I think if Hakimi goes to Chelsea, and I do believe he will, I think since they've matched, the price, I think that it's a matter of when rather than if, in my opinion. I think that Hakimi will go to Chelsea, and I think if we see Reece James playing as a right centre back in the England squad for the Euros, I think that's the first look of him, shall we say, in a back three for when he sort of transitioned into this right centre back role at Chelsea. Because I think that's what they're going to do with Reece James, as well as play him on the wings as well. So I think that Chelsea are just improving that quality in the squad. And then finally, Chelsea wanting Kane. I mean, seriously? If they get Haaland or Kane as well as Hakimi, they're just going to be off the scale. So it is going to be, very, very interesting. Again, just a lot of very good stories. Obviously, Kane's going to talk about Sancho now, but very, very interesting stories tonight.
I hear that. Kenny, what did you want to say, mate? You're muted.
I just wanted to explain, before I do, I'm just going to say, explain, and then I want to just say my thoughts on it. The Sancho thing, it's not done, but basically what's happened is that United have said a bit that they're willing to pay, and then Dortmund have said that they're willing to accept it, but it's not done because what is left to decide, they still need to decide the structure of the deal, basically. So basically, it's in its final stages. Joe Glazer will not back out this time. So basically, it's this close to being done. We just need to agree on that structure. We need to agree how much is in installments and how much is actually paid up front. That's all we need to do. And personally, I am quite excited because it's finally getting done. But yeah, just to all the United fans in the comments, basically that's it. That's what it is on Sancho. It's not done yet, but you can probably say it probably will be done within. The bid will probably be agreed in the next week. I think it's just
a matter of when rather than if. Again with Sancho. No, did you see that Jeff got signed a new 2 year deal?
That's my opinion on it.
I did, yeah. I'm going to be doing that either tomorrow or waiting for some more news to come out and whack it in with another one.
I was going to say, you must be buzzing with that one.
Well, I told everyone he wouldn't leave him, but everyone laughed at me, so...
Oh, no, I just didn't... We talked about it in the past. It was the fact that it was an undisclosed contract.
Yeah.
Years, so.
Niall spitting facts again. Would love to see him.
I believe Jeff Cott was going to stay anyway, so,
Yeah, Charlie said he'd be in the Championship. Fucking in the mud now, yeah.
Seriously? Jeff Cott's Plymouth through and through. He's never going to leave until Plymouth
He's gone through our youth academy as well. He's a good
exactly.
lad. We are going to wrap it up there. In fact, I might just whack him with a transfer talk, fuck it, we're going to talk a bit of Jepcot tomorrow. I'm going to whack it in the transfer talk. Fuck it, why not? It is. Fuck it, why not? We'll just do that.
I'm just glad I'm not talking about Jason the Kilo now that fucker's fucked up.
Or that. But before we go, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new on. 316 subscribers now, which is absolutely mega. So let's try and get to 320 by the end of tomorrow. It seems like we may have got into the YouTube algorithm now, which is quite good.
Hey.
I think. You never know with YouTube, but I've used our fly-in. Don't forget, 500 special panel, a special Q&A, ask us anything, a 1,000 shirt giveaway, and we're getting I am getting my computer in about 3 and a bit weeks. So gonna improve the content. I mean, the overlays are gonna get a nice little lick of paint, shall we say. They're gonna get spruced up a bit. And yeah, we're gonna do lots more tier lists, and we're gonna be doing teams of weeks, all sorts. Everything's gonna just get a little bit better in terms of that once I've worked out how to use Adobe Photoshop on the computer. Do you not do paid? You have to. I think you have to have a certain amount of things. We are slowly getting there, but Twitch is slowly building. We're slowly building on Twitch. But I think you have to. I think you have to hit a certain amount of things, which I'll find out. I haven't actually looked at my Twitch recently, so I'll do that in a second. But yeah, please leave a like and all of that stuff. But before you go, check out our socials: Twitter, Let's Talk EPL, Instagram at Let's Talk EPL _, and on TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League. And big up to Professor. When it happens, I will be your first paid subscriber. We love to see it. We do love to see it. But make sure you are watching. You're also subscribe to us on YouTube, because that is not predominantly. We stream on all 3 platforms. That's one that we're really working on at the moment. But Kenny, where can they find you?
You can find me at Pogba's class. Of course, now I'm also the administrator of Let's Talk EPL, and I'm also on Kenny TV on YouTube. And also, Sancho's coming, lads. Wolf, get the champagne ready. Yep.
I hear that. And Aaron, where can they find you, bro?
You can find me on Twitter at Aaron_Challoner. We are on the road to 700 followers at the minute. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. We're at nearly 690, so we're nearly there towards 700. Also, guys, check out the YouTube Pro Football DRFC. We're going to be busy over the next couple of weeks with transfer talk, and of course, 2 days. The Euro starts officially with the first game, so fingers crossed. I will stick to my promise and cover review every single match, not watch along every single match, because that's the watch alongs is Niall's job, but review every single match at least. And then obviously we'll have some more stuff coming over the next few months, ready for the pre-season. So stay tuned for more. Robert Steiner.
I hear that. I do. Is the Twitch chat not twat? Is the Twitch chat always quiet? Yeah, Twitch. We've got a fair few. We've got a good few. I think we've got POTUS. We've got a few of the others. We've got about 5 normal. But YouTube is really, so for this sort of content, YouTube is the better place. Twitch is very much for your gaming. We're not really a gaming sort of thing, although I may dabble into a bit of Football Manager when the new computer arrives, or I may dabble into a bit of FIFA, because I'll be getting that on my computer. I won't be doing PES. I'll be always been a FIFA guy.
Always my guy.
I mean, it's only because I remember it because FIFA was so when I first had a football game, it was FIFA. And I've just never moved out from it since, really. I used to be a PlayStation guy. I might be moving to computer, PC, so that'll be even better. You never know. Might start doing some things on here. We'll have a little look. We'll have a little dabble, see what we do. But we'll check all that out. I'm gonna have a lot of it's gonna take me a while to experiment with my PC and see what I'm actually going to be doing. There's going to be all sorts of new stuff coming to the channel. So make sure you tune in for all of that. Best footy game of all time is ISS 98 on the N65 or Pro Evo 2 on the GameCube. I definitely didn't have either of them. But we'll be back tomorrow, Transfer Talk at 3 p.m. Then Arsenal versus United, Kenny versus Gabby. I mean, what a stream that's going to be.
I can't wait for this one.
Two absolute nut jobs going.
I'm just gonna sit back and just watch this with a bag of popcorn.
You will be a nut job tomorrow.
Make predictions in the comments.
It's gonna be mad. I'm
gonna be incredibly entertained.
I think everyone is. Unpopular opinions of Gabby and Kenny tomorrow. I mean, that is gonna be.
Oh dear Christ! Yeah.
I've got my popcorn ready.
RJ, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Oh dear Christ, what have I done?
I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking I'm going to get my bag of popcorn and a bottle of beer just to celebrate and be entertained.
I'm going to make sure that I've had a couple of drinks.
I'll make sure I've had a drink beforehand and then have a drink with me.
Liam's always checking, is that better? Kenny versus Gabby is the money maker. I'm excited as fuck. Yes, Liam. Fabrizio tweeted, getting 28 million for tomorrow. Looks like a deal going through. Great show. Thank you for having me on. Peace. Everyone will be discussing that one tomorrow then. Can't wait for the Euros. And starting my volunteer work at the Euros. Football might be coming home. Football is coming home. There's no doubt about that. I love being a mod. It's like having a gun on the internet. Fuck you.
Hang on, before we end. Fabrizio's just said Chelsea will receive nearly 30 million euros for Tomori. He's leaving on a permanent to AC Milan.
Aaron, read that comment.
There we go. I know that's not all though. Milan's negotiating with Giroud's agent, and Lazio's interested in Loftus-Cheek on loan. Contracts ongoing with Hakimi.
But Aaron, I might be discussing some of that tomorrow, so let's not discuss that now.
Yeah,
Just
Gutted about Tomori, to be honest. Wolf, you don't need to time him out. He's hidden. He can't come back. Liam's there like, why do you keep doing this? Liam, what can I say? My mods are special ones. Although don't time out. He's a good lad. Liam's a good one. Liam is a good one. But for Liam, the outro, and I'm going to try and play it as full as I can. I'll try and play the whole thing without it then showing us at the end. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.